Have you missed your customers?
Very much so. I feel like if I take another week off, I won't have any customers.
I sent you this. You remember this?
It's what we should have here.
That's big.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Do you feel like you've missed out on movement in the silver and gold market?
I feel like I have missed out, and I'm very concerned about.
For the first time ever, SD Bullion is giving away 2 monster boxes of silver coins, but not just any silver. Learn more today at sdbullion.com/sweepstakes.
Hey, Tim.
Right there.
Good to see you. You've gone through quite a bit, haven't you?
Yes, I had a pretty hard fall, and it took, well, I'd say over a week before we found out the extent of the damage. And two ribs are broken, and I have to keep my left arm kind of in.
Yep.
I can't bend down to pick something up without it hurting. And of course, I landed on a scapula on a mound of ice. And the doctor was saying, "Okay, we've broken all these ribs, and the scapula is damaged, but nothing major, but it still hurts."
Right.
And I'm still walking on eggshells, and I make sure I don't sneeze or cough too hard because it still hurts.
Well, you told me you couldn't laugh either without it hurting.
No, and I hope people will accept the smiles instead of a laugh. I found out the hard way that you can't walk without using your back muscles. And then, picking things up, or, especially, I won't be throwing monster boxes around.
Don't do lift a monster box.
Yeah, it's tough because the broken ribs don't really heal unless if they're in place.
Yep.
And make sure you don't knock them out of place.
So I did drop a couple posts about what happened to you and your healing process. The prayers, the thoughts have been absolutely amazing.
I did see some of that. I'm shocked and very appreciative. It takes an accident like that to really put things way, way out of whack. And we're just so backed up in getting packages out the door. Yeah. I have to admit, we've had a lot of phone calls coming in.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this recording, is to help people understand a little bit about what's going on at the coin and stamp shop.
Yeah. And, this is a Wednesday, and we've talked for weeks about not being open on Wednesdays.
Right.
And so this is the first trial run. It's going to be necessary to do this, at least for the near future, on 1 day a week.
I don't think anybody is going to begrudge you. Taking 1 day to pick and pack, get stuff shipped out, it's long overdue, in my opinion.
Yeah, when I wasn't in the store, we had a lot of packages back up. And not just that, orders that were being held at the post office. And so they're kind of dribbling back in. Some of them are pretty old, because I was out for almost 3 weeks. And is it 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Is it 4 weeks?
It's been a while.
Don't make me laugh.
I told you, though, if you were coming in to do this, I wanted to be in here to help you. Have I done a halfway decent job?
You're very helpful. Yeah, you do all the grunt work, and where I have to walk in the dungeon back there and find something, it's a lot easier for me if you go back there.
Oh, absolutely.
So if somebody has to trip over something, it's you and not me.
Thanks a lot, pal.
You did a great job with the 90%.
Thank you. What a grimy job that is. It's so awful, man. You have a very specific way of shipping product, packed perfectly to ship without any issues, right?
We try to make everything,
That's awesome.
set so it's not going to wobble around in there. And even tubes, we got some tubes in this box here that we have to put spacers in the tube so they don't wobble around.
Have you missed your customers?
Very much so. I feel like if I take another week off, I won't have any customers.
That I find hard to believe. That phone has been ringing constantly. Maybe it's because of the hour now. People have given up, but all afternoon that we were doing this, it was ringing and ringing. Do you feel like you've missed out on the some movement in the silver and gold market, volatility while you're out.
I feel like I have missed out, and I'm very concerned about whoever is controlling this market. And I think we may see some changes in the regulation, which is non-existent now. It would be a welcome change if they start regulating these markets.
I sent you something. I sent you this. You remember this?
Well, I mean, just the headline is enough to get my attention.
Right?
Shanghai Futures Exchange adjusts silver futures hedging limits for non-members from February 2026. This is in accordance with Article 13 of the Shanghai Futures Exchange Hedging Transaction Management Measures. They have some rules. I didn't know that anybody had any rules. Starting from the last trading day of February 2026.
Right.
Non-futures company members, overseas, blah, 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 clients will have their general month hedging transaction open interest limits automatically converted to near delivery month. It's what we should have here.
That's big.
Yeah. And they're going to make sure that everybody knows that these futures contracts are nothing but a piece of paper. And that's something that the CFTC hasn't made clear. And things like ETFs don't involve any physical gold or silver. So, GOD or SLB, when you're buying those, don't tell me you just bought some gold or silver, because you didn't. You didn't buy anything but a piece of paper. That's nothing but a burden on the real markets. And futures contracts are the same thing. And I'm surprised that they're not doing any regulation. But here. I mean, if we're going to let some, jerkwater Asian country upstage us.
We need to do this. They seem to know what they're doing.
They do know. They know what they're doing.
It's ridiculous. It gets me angry when I read that.
This might get somebody's attention.
No, right? Well,
these people aren't going to be Shanghaied anymore.
Look at this. This is volatility charts for both gold and silver. Granted, they are ETFs, so this is just paper.
Yeah.
It's the change in price. It's how dramatic we have seen the swings in the spot price for silver and gold. We have never seen this type of volatility in silver, at least, but also gold. It's the second most volatile time in precious metals history for gold. Is this a discouragement to people to see it change, or is this something that people want to see, this type of volatility?
I suppose if you're a hedge fund, that'd be music to your ears. But for the average investor, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And we saw a huge increase in the activity in ETFs. And I saw one interview where a reporter asked the fellow what his background is, and he said he just graduated from his MBA in Harvard. And so what did you buy? I bought ETF in gold. Oh, so he said, so what do you feel about that? He said, or whatever he said, I always wanted to own gold, and now I do. That's a huge misunderstanding, but that's why the ETF markets have taken off. It's because people assume you buy an ETF, you're buying gold or silver, and nothing could be farther from the truth. You're buying a piece of paper.
And they were attracted to the volatility, the rapid rise of silver.
Yeah,
they bought into that.
Yeah.
But now I think some of them are discouraged when it drops from its peak down to
the big
80s.
Drop that we had. Yeah. I think that a lot of people just cashed them out, said, the heck with this.
I wouldn't mind if it traded sideways for weeks, months. I would like that to consolidate, to kind of stabilize, if you will, right? Stabilize the price. Let's not have so much volatility.
I agree. We should have a big drop in both gold and silver.
That didn't change after you hurt yourself. You didn't lie there thinking, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe silver does need to go to 200. Maybe gold does need to go to 10,000. You didn't change your mind, Tim.
No, I haven't changed my mind at all. Considering if you look at let's say Google what central banks are buying gold. If you look at the countries, it's countries that have substantial gold mining interests. Okay, South Africa's on that list. Colombia, Peru.
I think the United States needs to have more precious metals mining.
Oh, they should, but it's still private interest. We don't own gold mines like the Chinese own gold mines all over the world.
Right.
But our government doesn't own gold mines. Yeah, they could regulate it a little easier. Make it easier to get permits and stuff. The worst thing is there's too much paper. We have way too much money as a country invested in thin air. And that's
Classic Tim line.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, how about you and I grabbing a bite to eat?
Sounds good.
Coming back, doing some more picking and packing.
Sounds like a great idea.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, Tim will be open for business, hopefully the following week after I drop this, but you should just keep watching for my posts. I'll keep people updated as to when Tim is opening back up again. Check for, the website. That should also reflect the Wednesday closings, right?
Probably,
we should
yeah.
update that.
Yeah.
And, of course, if you call in, the answering machine will be changed appropriately,
Hopefully,
right?
yes.
Hopefully. All right. Thanks.
And I do appreciate everything. All the well wishes have been very, very appreciated.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take it easy, all right?
I will.
All right.